control your marketing. I am so excited that you're here, and I'm so excited to be sharing this information with you because this is something that I've studied for over 20 years, and the concepts that we are going to be sharing are specifically meant to be tailored for entrepreneurs to implement on their own, with the assistance of me and my team. Because what we have learned in the 20 years of being in a marketing agency world is that you really don't need to have someone do your marketing for you. And that's probably something that most people are just going to consider to be cringeworthy in the agency world. That would put a lot of agencies out of business. But the bottom line is, if you are a nonprofit, if you are a small business, you need someone to show you what actually works so you can stop being held hostage by the aspects of marketing that you don't understand, and so that you actually have the data and the systems and the processes to put it to work in your business. Marketing does not have to be complicated. It just has to be consistent. So that's the whole goal. Over the next 12 months, I'm going to teach you exactly what I teach my clients. The frameworks, the workshops, the same assets, and you don't have to pay for a big retainer. Because at the end of the day, what matters is that we bring goodwill and favor to those that are called by God to make a difference in their business and in their communities and in their world. That is the whole reason why we do what we do here at Far Beyond. So, 3 major arcs. Each arc is going to build on the one before it. The order is the architecture. So number 1, we're going to be digging into the foundation. Who you are, how you sound, your brand script, your brand Bible, and AI workflows. If you pour water into a sieve with holes, you get water out the bottom. So we have to start at the foundation to make sure that clear branding, clear messaging, clear marketing is core to your marketing principles, because you don't want to advertise something that is half built, that is unclear, that is ineffective. You have to have the strong foundation of a clear message before you put together the architecture of marketing. Number 2, October through February, we are going to talk through your marketing channels, where your message lives, how people find you, analyzing your website, your sales funnels, your email, your social, your lead generator. Because once your message is established, you're ready to go public, my friends. You're ready to put it out there to the world. You're ready for the world to see you, like you, know you, understand you. But again, if you focus on that before your message is complete and clear, it's not going to be effective. This is one of the reasons why I tell people all the time, listen, baby girl, you're not ready for paid ads because your website sucks. It's one of the hardest conversations that I have with clients. They go, I've been spending thousands of dollars on money for Google ads and I'm not getting anything for it. And you're the first person that's told me why. And I'm like, yeah, because your website doesn't have a phone number on it or a form. And therefore you're spending money on ads and no one can find you. Kudos. So we don't want to do that. We want to set the foundation, then we want to work on the marketing channels. And then finally, when the foundation is set, when the channels are set, then you're ready for your engine to have the gas in it to accelerate down that highway. It's all going to run on one system. So our third and final arc of our program is going to be running your marketing automations, paid traffic, triple R, get your dashboard up and going. So let's dive right in. I'm so excited that we are going to get going today because this is how the year is going to run. Week 1, you're here. Mastermind. This is our mastermind class, 90 minutes, the framework, why it's behind it, and then show up live. You get a break to absorb all the information, to review what we've talked about, and then week 3, come back for hot seat coaching. 3 to 4 members per session get their actual work reviewed live in a room. It's not enough just to do the homework. You need to make sure that it's actually good, that you have a safe sounding board to make sure that it's the best it can be. Iron sharpens iron. We want to make sure that people are confident and that they get other people's opinion. We are creating a safe space. We want our mastermind participants to know exactly who they are and to have camaraderie from other business owners to understand what they bring to the table. This is a positive environment. We're here to lift each other up, not to tear each other down, but we also understand that good, clear accountability goes really, really far. Every quarter, we're going to have a full day workshop in person. Bring your laptops, bring your notebooks, bring your brains, bring your energy, bring your caffeine, because a full day in McKinney where we build on your businesses. Then a 2-week sprint. We even feed you lunch. You're welcome, because I'm Baptist and I like to feed people, and that's what we do. So after the full day workshop, you're going to get a 2-week sprint to take home what you've absorbed and put it into play. And then after that, it's always on. You get access to the community. You get access to our library. You get access to our provider network. If you're looking for marketing answers, you now have an all-encompassing platform where you can go and get the answers that you need. So, meant to be an all-encompassing program to empower you to get the results that you need out of your marketing. Any questions from anybody? Good? Okay. 2 things to make sure that your year works. Number 1, just show up. You're already here. Show up live to week 1. The recording will live forever in infamy, much to my chagrin, but live is always best. You can't substitute the energy of a live session. And number 2, commit to submitting a hot seat just twice. Put yourself out there. Be willing to be vulnerable with your peers and understand that there's no faster way to move your marketing forward than putting your work on screen in front of someone who knows what to look for and is committed to your success. Everything for the better good of your business. No sales, no hardcore criticism, just meant to be good, effective, old-fashioned, tough love for the betterment of you and your business. That's it. Show up, be willing to put yourself out there, be willing to be honest. The ACT framework. Okay, this is part 1. Awareness, connect, and trust. This is the lens that every marketing decision should be based on for your business. Awareness. People have to know that you exist, and they have to understand that there is a problem that you can solve. Connect. People have to understand that you are the best person for them. And then finally, trust. Who do you know? Who do you love? People have to understand that not only do you have the authority to do what you do to solve their problem, but that you are small enough to care, big enough to solve their problem. There are 3 thieves that will steal your growth early in business. Every growth stage owner that we've ever worked with has encountered at least one of these 3 thieves, and they just didn't know how to name them. Invisibility is the first thief. This corresponds with awareness. If they don't know you exist, you could be the best restaurant on a block, and no one knows that your food is the best in the world. You could have a Michelin star, but if they don't know you exist, you can't do business. Number 2, disconnection. They can find you, but you don't get to feel them. Your messaging is generic, slides right off. It doesn't connect with them. They don't understand how your offerings solve their problems. You have to have the connection, especially in a digital world, in 2 seconds or less, or you lose them on your website. Third, distrust. They like you, but they aren't sure that they can believe you. They aren't sure that your products or services will actually move the needle to where they aspire to be. Maybe it's a lack of proof on your website. Maybe it's a lack of customer reviews. Maybe it's a lack of experience. Without trust, they will not pull the lever to spend money with your company. The sale will never close. So we have to solve these 3 problems in order for people to do business with you. The antidote is the ACT framework that we just discussed. Awareness gets you found, connection gets you understood, and trust gets you believed. These are the elements that are going to fall underneath getting your brand story really, really secure. act as the sequence. It's not a checklist. Awareness feeds the connection. Connection feeds the trust. And trust closes the sale, which then moves your needle forward for your business and sends happy customers back so that it creates that flywheel. If you skip a stage, then that's exactly where your marketing leaks. And you see this all the time in websites that are ineffective, in PPC ads that don't result in sales, in social media that is scattered. It's pretty pictures, but without the ACT framework that's connecting through to awareness, connection, trust, and growth, people are just throwing marketing up against a wall and sending out blanket emails with no connection whatsoever to their corporate messaging, their trust, their offerings, their skill sets. Hugely important to fill in the gaps of your messaging so that your marketing moves the needle forward. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to stop right now and sketch your first ICP, ideal customer or client profile. Ideal client profile. This is just a rough draft. The hero behind every ACT decision is your customer. We're going to build the rigorous version later with your full journey map at our October workshop. But today, I just want you to take a couple minutes and think about who is the ideal client that you want to solve. A couple things for you to think about with your ideal client. This goes so much more in depth than just male, female, $100,000 a year, located in the city where you live or work. This needs to go into the psychographics of why they do business with you. Why you? What is it that inspires them to work with you? What are they thinking about? What are the problems that your company or product or service solves? Your ICP. So I'm going to give you just a couple of seconds to think through your ICP. All right. Taking time to discover your ICP is incredibly important. Name your one ideal customer. Not everyone. We can't be everything to everyone. But Amber, I want as many customers as possible. I know. I hear you. But have you ever heard the phrase, riches in the niches? You gotta niche down, my friends. You have to understand that the more pointed, professional, and clear that your message is for that ideal customer, the more other people will want to do business with you as well. I have a friend that only does marketing for environmental experts in the forest sector. If you are in the ocean sector, she will not do marketing for you. And they pay her 6 figures a year to do marketing only for that group. Talk about a hyper niche. I'm guessing most of you guys do not have an ideal client profile that niched. Maybe you do. But the bottom line is this. When your customer sees themselves in your messaging and in your marketing, they will identify with you, it will click, and they will do business with you faster. And here's the thing. When you are so incredibly clear with that one ideal customer, others on the fringes that may not necessarily meet that ideal client profile are going to be attracted to you, and they will want to come and do business with you. If you build it, they will come. It's okay that you're not speaking to mothers and fathers, because if you're speaking to a mother, the mother will tell the father about your services, giving an example of that. It's okay that you're only speaking to a man who wants to get fit in his physical health. Because if his wife is online searching for physical fitness for her husband and she sees her husband in your marketing, she's going to take it to the husband. So speak to that ideal client and understand that you will naturally attract others on the periphery of your ideal client. Without fear, it will happen. What do they want? What's the one thing they want as it relates to what you offer? About them, not you. We have to take the servant leadership approach when we're talking about a clear marketing message. This is what they teach us in the StoryBrand framework. So many companies in America especially ram it down people's throat about what they do in marketing. I'm so great. I sell Coke. You're going to love my Coca-Cola. And if you don't want plain Coca-Cola, you're going to like it with cherry in it. If you don't like it in cherry, you're going to like it with vanilla. And if you don't like cherry and vanilla, you're going to like cherry and vanilla put together. Yay, look at me, I'm Coca-Cola. I'm a Sprite girl. I really don't care because I'm going to go get my Sprite. That is the problem when we lead with, look at me, look at me, look at me. Because if they don't know you and they don't trust you, going back to the ACT framework, they ain't gonna buy from you anyway, friends. So, what do they want that your product or service provides? And you lead with that. Refreshing, sweet, delicious Coca-Cola. Now you got me. I'll drink a Coke. Cold. I'm thirsty. I'm hot. I want something refreshing and cold. Did I say that first or did I say Coke first? Which of those two examples was more compelling? The second one. The second one. Because it talks about what I get as a byproduct of the name of the company. Lead with the name of the company after you lead first and foremost with what you give to people, what they get from working with you. Here's another example. I love to go to Chamber of Commerce networking meetings. I love it because I feel like I'm at home with my people, right? Third generation entrepreneur, other business owners in the room. We're all there for the common purpose and we're not ashamed to admit it. Need more business? Let's help each other out, right? So this morning when I was at my Chamber of Commerce meeting, I stood up and I said, hey friends, here's some buzzwords for you. Ooh, ah. I said privacy policy, ADA compliance. And everyone laughed. They were like, oh yeah, thanks. That's delicious. I really care about that. But when I said to them, did you know that if your website does not have these two things on it, you could be facing a fine of up to $7,500? And the room got quiet. And then I led with, at Far Beyond Marketing, bring me your URL. I will tell you whether or not your website is in compliance, and I will fix it for you for under $100. Bam! Nobody will remember that my name is Amber, but they will remember ADA compliance under $100. And they'll come talk to me because I'm offering to protect them from a liability that could sink their ship. They don't care about my name. They care about the protection. That's what it's all about. So, what are they fighting? There's a problem with 3 levels in any circumstance. The problem that they're fighting in this circumstance is fear. Fear that they could be liable for $7,500. That's an emotion. The second layer to any problem is not just emotion, it's tangible. $7,500. That's a real problem that these business owners could have. And guess what? In my opinion, as the provider of a solution, it's just plain wrong that any business owner should have a problem that could cost them almost $10,000 when there's a solution for as little as $100 a year. That's the philosophical solution to their problem. So, pause, rewind. What are the 3 layers of the problems that your clients face? Emotionally, what is the problem? Are they scared? Are they hurting? Are they abandoned? Are they disheartened because they're unhealthy? Are they overwhelmed because they're overworked? You have to speak to the emotional aspect of a problem. And fun fact, that builds trust. So the first thing you do is you understand and you call out the salt in the recipe of that delicious chocolate chip cookie. You substitute the sugar for the salt, no one's gonna eat that cookie. You put a little bit of salt in there, people are gonna eat that cookie. It's delicious. We're not fear mongers, friends, but we are problem solvers. And we build trust with our people and our clients by saying, I see you, I hear you, I can highlight the problem, and I can help you solve it. What are they fighting? What problems do you solve? Then, where are they now? Are they unaware that a solution like yours exists? Are they looking? Are they deciding? That tells you which of the ACT framework stage to meet them in. Are they problem aware? Do they know that they have a problem? Or is it like a heart attack that's a silent killer and they don't even know their arteries are blocked? What level do you bring to the solution immediately to help them to understand this is what you need? Many times when I consult with someone on marketing, they really may not understand that they have a broken website. They just know they're not getting enough leads. So I have to peel back that layer and go, hey, let's not start with leads. Let's start with the website. Where do you need to peel back? Do you need to peel back in the area? Do you need to peel back in the area of, hey, you have this kind of symptom going on in your business or in your home or in your ministry, and so this is how we solve it. Don't be afraid to meet them where they're at. Okay, it's your turn again. I'm going to give you a whole minute to think through the problems that you solve for your clients, and I'll be right back. Okay, hopefully that gave you enough time to think about the problems that you solve for your clients. Next, this is your first assignment. Congratulations, you did it! You got through the first session. Did you have an anxiety attack? I hope not. I hope that you found this to be insightful and helpful and palatable enough for you to walk through the rest of your week and the rest of your day with a few key components that you can start implementing in your ideation right away when it comes to your marketing. So, here's your assignment. I want you to sit with the ACT framework today. Take some notes and marinate. Marinating is where the meat tastes good, my friends. That's why you inject that turkey every Thanksgiving. Notice which of the three thieves is hitting your marketing and your messaging the hardest right now. Which one is it? Is it lack of awareness? Is it lack of trust? Is it lack of connection? Figure out objectively. Ask a friend, ask a relative, ask a coworker. Hey, and remember, you are absolutely going to get a copy of this PowerPoint after today's call. Go look at your website. Go look at your social media. Go look at your email. Ask yourself, where are the holes in my messaging? Where do I need to start? That's naturally going to lead you to number 2, where you're going to refine this rough idea that you created today of your ideal client profile. Because when we understand what's missing in our messaging, we then understand our customers better. You're going to sharpen your one hero and the problem that they feel. It's okay if it's still rough the next time we get together, but I guarantee you at the end of today and after thinking through where you're missing your messaging right now, you're going to start to understand where you're missing sales and missing conversions, because you're going to start hearing in your head the objections that people have told you. Well, I'm not ready to move forward right now. I'm a little scared about this. That's going to give you the insight you need as to your ideal customer persona a little bit more. And it's also going to help you backpedal and go, I need to create more awareness of the problem. I need to spend more time in connection, or I need to spend more time helping people understand what I do and trust that my solution is the schnizzle. Number 3, watch your quick start videos. We have our library online now. The library tour, the rhythm, and how to submit a hot seat. They're all in our portal. So as we get started, familiarize yourself with some of the resources that we're going to continuously offer you. Very soon, we're going to also be uploading a copy of my book so that you can download the PDF version and start learning about the 4 C's of marketing. Okay, friends, I'm so excited to get to work with you. Let's make your marketing fantastic. Let's lean in. Let's do the work. Mark your calendars. July 14th is our first quarterly workshop here in McKinney. We're going to be in the same room together. We're going to dig in. We're going to talk more about the ICPs. We're going to make sure that every single one of you has the ACT framework down and implementable. And I can't wait to be there for you. Thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you so much for your patience with my lovely technological issues. If you have any questions, you're welcome to submit them on the chat. I'm going to hang out for about 2 minutes and just see if anybody has anything in the chat. God bless you. I'll see you in July.